everyone, it's Nicole, and I thought I'd come today and do a real-time video. I grabbed a super old page kit that I had put together probably years ago. It's been sitting there for a while, and I thought I'd try to use it today. I printed a whole bunch of pictures. Let me see, 5, 7 pictures. I don't know if I'll use them all, but I'm sure gonna try and use it all. And I thought I would chat with you while I'm putting this page together. So these are pictures. There's quite a few selfies of me and my hubby. We started walking again for the last probably 6 weeks now. And when we get at the end, when we do our long walk, it's 7 kilometers and it's like 3.5 kilometers one way. And we get at the end of the road and there's this like sign and we always touch it. And also just beside that sign there is this little river, and we always go to see there's one time that we went and there was like a load of cranes. There was probably 7 or 8. Every time we thought we saw the last one, there was another one that would take flight, and they were just so beautiful to watch. So we always go see if there's anything in the water. And then another thing that we started doing is we started doing the keto diet. So I thought I would put that in there because it has sort of changed our lives, the way we cook, what groceries we buy. And I thought I would put in there that keto is 75% you eat fat, not trans fat, good fats, and 20% protein and 5% carbs. So, you know, no more bread, no more spaghetti, but we're still eating well. And my husband up to now has lost 17 pounds and I've lost 8 pounds. So, and then this is my macros. You know, you can go online and you can figure out how many grams of fat do you have to eat per day. You know, how many grams of carbs. I can only eat 17 grams of carbs, so that's not a lot, and 67 grams of protein. So I just want to talk about that because for example, for my husband, it's, you know, changed his life quality really well, because 17 pounds is nothing to sneeze at. It's he's starting to feel much lighter, he says, and he has high blood pressure. So he had started, we have a treadmill and we had bought him an elliptical machine back in March. He was doing it religiously every night, 35 minutes on the elliptical machine and about 40 minutes on the treadmill, and he was not losing anything since March till June. And I was like, okay, obviously it's the diet, so let's look at something. And my friend Evelyn was doing the keto and she had talked about it a little bit. And then I went to work and I was sitting beside this girl, and she said, oh, do you want to, she had some books about keto, and I was like, oh yes. So I spent, you know, the whole day, whenever I had a minute, just flipping through it. I ended up ordering the books that she had, and then I did a whole bunch of research because I don't like to go into something and not knowing what I'm kind of signing up myself for. Then I found a whole bunch of recipes which are delicious. So we don't feel, you know, once in a while I'll be like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I would do to have some chips. And or ice creams, and you know, we can do recipes that are ice cream, like they look like ice cream, but I haven't missed it that much, which, you know, this is something that we're going to do for a few months, maybe 1 more month, and until he loses more weight, and then we'll just watch what we eat. I'm not saying I'll never have, you know, another hamburger bun ever again, or bread, or it's just our way right now. This way was just sort of like shock his body into, because your body uses carbohydrates, sugars, carbohydrates to you know, burn for energy. So if you change it that your body uses fats, well then it uses fat to burn energy, so you're losing weight. That's where it comes from. There is so much to learn about that diet, and like I said, I've been having a ton of fun learning about it, loving it. So maybe I'll just do 2 pictures there with that. Maybe that can be one of the pictures, and then it can be pointing to this, talking about, you know, the ketogenic diet. I'm going to put a big, like a journaling card, because I want to journal about that and all about the keto diet. So I'm going to do something like that. I'll probably mat all my photos. I'm just looking where I could put some, maybe some pattern papers. Maybe I could divide the page. You'd have the top of the page that would have this, and then you have this. Yeah, let's do that. That's awesome. So I can make either my journaling card that fits right in there, or it comes, and you know what? I got a new fan. It's supposed to be quiet, so I'm turning it on right now because it's starting to be a little warm. So please let me know if you can hear the fan a lot, or if it's just something in the background, but it sounds pretty quiet. I'm gonna have to drink some water. But I had to do something because it's pretty warm in here. I had to do something so I don't feel like I'm going to, and I wanted to, you know, do some real-time videos during the summer. I want to do some YouTube lives, actually, for my newest class, which is the 2-page spread 2.0. I just finished the 3 bonus videos. They'll be going up tonight. Tonight is July 11th. So they'll be going up tonight. And the sale goes till July 16th. So I think I'm going to have the live video. So it's still, you know, still lots of time to sign up. So you can be here for the live video. I'm going to have a live video for the people that registered for the class. And we're going to put a page together using the leftovers for the class. And I can show you what I have left over for the class. There is a ton of embellishments, so I'm going to, oh, there's a washi tape in there. I'm going to take that out. I might want to use it on this page. So yes, we're going to go through that and make a page kit together, and then we're going to put the page together using a sketch. Okay, so now I think that's pretty good. Like I said, I'm going to mat the photos. I might wonder if the pictures will fit on this. Yes, they do. I think these ones I'll mat on the blue. Awesome. I'll mat these ones on the blue, and then this one I'll mat it on the pink. So this ended up being the perfect size. Now how do I decide on the layout for my page? Well, a lot of times is by switching the size of my photos. In this case, I printed on my pick frame app. I did one of the pick frames or frames. It has 4 little pictures, so I printed that off, and then I just cut them apart, because then otherwise it would be a picture like this, and I only wanted one 4x4. It's almost 4x4. I think it's more like 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So that fits. Let's cut it down a little bit so it fits a little better. so you can see a little bit more of the background. There. That's perfect. And then these, they fit better on a frame that was just 2 pictures, and then I cut them apart because I didn't want it to look like 1 picture. I wanted it to look like 2 pictures. And then I thought, okay, well, I have this card, so I put 3 pictures there. And then I like that arrow. So the kit kind of helped me decide how, the kit and the pictures decided how I was gonna start putting this page kit together. And that happens a lot. That's why I love putting some page kits together, because it makes it so that I change up. It doesn't make it so that I, how do you say that? It doesn't restrain my creativity. I find that it makes it better because it makes me think outside the box, like do different things. And I like that. Okay, well, I think what I'm going to do is just start gluing down. I'll probably put some washi tape because whenever a pattern paper ends like this, I like to add either a piece of pattern paper, cardstock, washi tape. We will decide as I'm putting this together. And I don't have many page kits left. Like almost none. I had to dig for this one. And I think I might have maybe 2 or 3. So, not good. Because that's how I scrap. I don't like coming in my craft room and have to go through all my pattern papers and figure out, you know, where I'm going to start looking for pattern papers, which embellishments I'm going to use. That's why I like to make a kit. And then from the kit, I make page kits. And then from there, I make my layouts. I think I'm going to mat my photo in pink. And then it's a different flower, but I like that there's black. I don't know. Let's try a smaller washi tape. Not only, like my goal this year is to, you know, use what I have in my stash, but not just, you know, like older supplies, but I'm trying to use some stuff that maybe I haven't used enough. And washi tape, we just have so much of it. There's so much in a roll. So I'm really trying to, you know, put washi tape on almost every layout. I'm trying to put a little bit of washi tape. Up to now, I've finished 1 roll of washi tape. I mean, that's just, it lasts forever. So even if I've been using it on every single layout, still takes forever. Okay, how about if I glue this down so it stops moving about? And that's another thing. I like to, you know where something's gonna go, just nail it down. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about, or am I? Yeah, I'm going to mat in the middle. I just can't. I don't like having big scraps left over. So I know I want to mat those and this little one. So we'll just mat them and then we'll cut around it with the X-Acto knife. So today we've had a heat wave. Like I'm talking like with the humidity, it was like 37 degrees Celsius. I don't even know what that is in Fahrenheit, but I'm pretty sure it's over 100. And so it's been crazy hot. Now today it's 21, which is kind of cold. It's like 70, I think. So it's like cool, but it's going to be great for a walk. We've been trying to go earlier for our walks because when it's 37 degrees and you're walking, you feel like you want to croak because it's so hot. But we still went every day. We never missed a day. Oh, one of our goals this summer, there's we have a trail that goes through all of New Brunswick, and part of the trail goes from a place called Salisbury, which is about 40 minutes from where I live. About 40 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes. And it goes to Hillsborough, which is also 40 minutes, but in a different way. So it goes like from here, and we're like here. We're like here. Salisbury's here. Hillsborough's here. And it's 32 kilometers walking. It's about 6 hours of walking. And my husband and I, we are going to do that this summer. So that's why we've been walking quite a bit, because we're trying to build, you know, our stamina, I guess, for long walks. And one day last week, we did 15 kilometers in one day. So we're not just doing the diet, we're also exercising. We're doing lots of steps. There's hardly a day that my steps are under 11,000. Most of the days my steps are like 13, 15, 17,000 steps a day, which is awesome. But when I go to bed, I can tell you, I go to sleep. So I haven't read a ton of books lately because by the time I go to bed, I'm exhausted. And the cooking for the keto diet, it's a lot of cooking. Because the fats are so hard to get in, like the good fats, we do something called fat bombs. And basically, there's all kinds that you can make. I prefer the ones that are like dessert looking, so like cheesecake ones and that kind of stuff. There's just no sugar. It's low carbs, high fat. And then that way, to make sure that we get our number of fats in, we have fat bombs, but they take quite, you know, everything takes time to make. And instead of potatoes, we started making cauliflower potatoes. I have two recipes. One of them is mashed potatoes, which is really good. Cauliflower mashed potatoes. And then the other one, you put them in the oven with bacon and cheese and stuff. Oh, is that ever yummy. So that's good. But it's all stuff that takes quite a bit of time. My mom was here for a week and she's like, "Do you guys ever stop cooking?" And it's like, it's this diet. But where we're getting such great results, and my husband, because of his high blood pressure, like I told him, I want to keep you around, so let's do this. Oh. Uh-oh. I keep losing stuff. Okay, so yeah, just putting that makes it pop off the page. I can probably use this as an embellishment foundation. Then I have this picture. I can put this picture next to it. I was thinking here. I'm all smiles. He's kind of serious, but I think he was, you know, hitting that take the picture button. Oh, sometimes. We're not like those teenagers that, you know, take selfies all the time. So it's like, oh yeah, selfie, click. Yeah, no. It's a little harder. So there, maybe I can put the smile there. Now this is the part where I start going through the embellishments that I had put with this page kit and start gluing stuff down. But before I do that, because I don't like moving stuff around, I'm just going to start gluing everything down. So this should go up on July 11th. So I just, for you, it'll be like yesterday. So the day before. We're hoping to go camping for a couple of days. My husband is on vacation. Our truck broke down. It was like, oh, and not just one thing. It was two things now. And it was all the electrical. It started flashing. The radio was coming on and off. It started to smell like it was burning. We're like, oh my goodness, we wouldn't even put it in the garage because we were afraid it was going to catch on fire. And we were calling like an electrical place for cars. And it was going to cost us like probably a few $100s for them to look at it and fix it. And then it dawned on me, there was a recall. So I went through the drawer and I had kept the letter. Of course, that letter came in when we had moved, so a year and a half ago. So it got stuck in the drawer. We had been in the house for like a month or so. So we were still in the throes of unpacking everything and all that stuff. So it totally slipped my mind. Thankfully, I remembered. So plus the muffler was gone. So on Monday, it went and got the muffler fixed, which ended up being like $70. So not so bad. And then the next day we brought it to Kia because I had a Kia. And they said, oh, there was a couple of other things that was on recall. So we're like, oh, okay. So they ended up fixing a whole bunch of stuff for free. Yay. So we were so happy. Yay. So we didn't know if we could go camping if, you know, the truck wasn't working properly, because we weren't going to take off and it would catch on fire. That's not a plan. So right now my husband is gone to the city that's right next to us to get the registration for our travel trailer, or tent trailer. We have a tent trailer. And then we're going to go get it inspected this afternoon. So we might go camping for a few days. We will see. See if we can get it all worked out. We couldn't even get the other stuff done because we didn't have a vehicle. Like, because my daughter works, my son works. So we had to be driving back and forth, driving them to work and stuff. And with the trailer, you need to get it inspected, you need to bring it in. So we didn't have the truck to do that. So hopefully we can get all that done today. And maybe, just maybe, go camping. Should I put that there? No, maybe over here. Maybe here. Where's the rest of it? Maybe use the small one. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll keep building over top of that. I had little cameras with this page kit, so let's see where I can add a few little cameras. Do I want the darker pink or the lighter pink? I think the lighter pink with the dark pink star. And then I have a camera here. Let's see, I don't think I'm going to use this big thing. So we have an embellishment cluster here, we have an embellishment cluster here, and I wanted to put somewhere, what is keto? Maybe I can put it right here. Do I need an embellishment cluster with this? Or do I just finish off the ones that I have? Because I don't have a lot of embellishments left. So, I can maybe put Insta Love, because we did. It has a learning curve, I'll say. But where I did a lot of research, it did help. Because then it didn't feel as restricting, because we found this cake and it's made mostly with eggs, what else, cocoa powder, vanilla. It's called lava cake, so it's chocolate and the inside is I gotta plug this in. Sorry, but it's going to die. There. It's chocolate, and then the inside is sort of like lava. Oh, it's so good. And it's mostly fat, so we're good to have it. So it's one of our favorites right now. And this afternoon, I think I'm going to try and make some keto fudge. It looks delicious. It has walnuts in it. Walnuts are good. Pecans are good because they're high in fat. So there's a lot of stuff that we can still eat. Like, a lot of the meats are still good. It's just you got to make sure that you stay within your protein levels. Where did that go? So we'll put the little wish right above the camera. So our wish, my goal this year was to lose 20 pounds. And I've lost 8. So I got 12 more to go. And my husband wanted to lose, I think, about 37 pounds. So he's got about 20 to lose, maybe a little bit more, but he's done a big jump there. And then I forgot what I was saying. Oops, this is stuck. Oops, there we go. I love these little stars. They're from Studio Calico. You could buy them in different colors. And I got a whole bunch. Once in a while, I'll go through my stuff and say, okay, now I got to try to use some of this. And then I'll put them with some page kits or a kit and then try to use them all. Same thing with those flags. They're also from Studio Calico. Usually what I find is I have to cut it down and then I can stick it in. There we go. And then I'll just put some adhesive on the back. There we go. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'll put that big star here. Now I've used this here, so I got to make sure to use it somewhere else. I'll probably, let me see. I want to put the strip at the bottom, so I'll use this one here. There we go. And I'll stick that there. Maybe I can find another spot for it. Like maybe here. Yeah. Put that there. So basically at this point, I'm just trying to find stuff that is in the kit that I had put together. Just try to use as much as I can. This was probably a kit that got put together from leftovers too. You know what? I'm going to put that right in the middle of, and it looks like it has a label on the mason jar. Oh, I didn't glue that down. Let's glue this down. And I don't have a small camera for there. All I have is a big camera. And I really don't want a big camera here. How about, if I put the big one here. Okay. And then, let's see if I can find a spot for that little camera. If not, that's okay. Let's bring it a little closer. How about if I put it right there? It's kind of a blank spot on the photo, and then that photo gets a little embellishment. And I'm thinking, should I put my title here maybe instead of smile? So I was thinking of using these and this to write keto. But let me see if this is going to be too big. Let me get some wax paper and spell out keto. Oh, another thing too is my kids aren't doing keto. The main part of it, like if I make, you know, a chicken recipe and I made the sauce so that it's keto friendly, then that stuff they eat, but they won't eat the cauliflower potatoes. So I gotta make rice or potatoes for them. Or one day I made meatballs. Well, the sauce that we made was like a white sauce, and I made a sweet and sour sauce for them. So that's what I mean, that it's a lot of cooking. I have to make double the meals. Or the main, not the main course, but the side course. Okay, so do I want to use these? Are they going to stick out enough? No, those are too big. I think I'd like to use this. Maybe. I probably don't have an A though, or a T in that size. Oh, I do have an A. Wow. And I do have a T. I'm impressed. Do I have an I? I have an S. Do I have an I? Oh no. I have a uppercase I. Wait. There's one of them. Didn't I have one that had words that had like a piece of, maybe not. You know what? I think I'm going to take this. I'm just going to cut it down, and it was a J. So it is now an I. It's going to be a little shorter than the others, but I think I'm going to cut down the other ones too so that they're a little shorter. And it'll work. So I'm just going to glue down my title, and that's going to be it. That's going to complete this layout. I'm going to add a few enamel dots. I'm just going to quickly end it here because I hear people coming in. So the dogs are going to bark. There's going to be all kinds of chaos that ensues very shortly. The page is basically done. So I did manage to do what I wanted to do. So that's it. So I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.